Up in Northern California, there was a deadly crash that involved a Tesla and a huge fire engine on the freeway. This time with a fire engine. Here's some pictures that was posted by Contra Costa Fire Department. That image you see there over on the right side of this picture, above that fireman in his suit, is this back half of a Tesla. The front half is littered all over the road. Here's another picture. Closer to the Tesla there, which you still can't really make out much of it past that back door, and the side of the fire engine that it ran into. More pictures. Disastrous. So that model was a Tesla Model S, and obviously it was completely destroyed in that crash. And yes, there was a fatality. Let's go to those details. So a Tesla driver in California died early on Saturday after crashing into that fire truck on an interstate highway. An accident that comes as US regulators are scrutinizing Tesla vehicle crashes with stationary emergency vehicles. The Tesla crashed into a Contra Costa County Fire Protection District's truck on Interstate 680 around 4 o'clock in the morning, which was parked across 2 lanes to block traffic because cops were assisting with towing another vehicle that was involved in a different accident. So they were there to keep the road clear so that work could be done to clear the freeway clearly and safely so that traffic could continue. And luckily it happened 4 in the morning. As far as that, what they thought wouldn't be that many cars that could cause too much damage except for this one. The photos showed the front end of the car was crushed and the $1.4 million ladder truck was also damaged. I didn't realize those things cost that much, but it makes sense when you think about it. CHP officer Adam Lane said it was not clear whether the driver may have been intoxicated or whether that Tesla was operating with automation or driving assistant features. I'm sure people that know Teslas better than I do can tell me if that particular model, because I think they said it was an older model from other commenters there, if it even had that feature. But the questions still arise. And also the fire department posted that a message about this whole thing and how that truck was struck with those pictures that we already saw there. Many Tesla people or just folks that support Elon Musk, I've seen again, my general scan of the comments was like, it's not about the car, it's the driver. Maybe you should have done this right. And if he was in automatic mode, it's this and that, which I understand. You're saying that. The thing is since there's already bad press around these cars and how people have used this feature irresponsibly, that's why the name of the car comes up first when things like this happen. If it was a Toyota, people wouldn't be saying right away, it must have been that automatic driving feature. Because at least not that I know of, this isn't one of those widespread things that's happening with that technology on Toyotas. So you have to take the good press with the bad, and considering they're having to do a lot of these recalls and pullbacks and reconfigurations and updates on cars, yeah, people are gonna wonder what happened here, Jeff.
Yeah, it appears that it is the case that proportionally, the amount of Teslas that get into these kinds of accidents, it's much higher than other cars with self-driving features, which suggests one of 2 things must be true. Either the type of person who buys a Tesla is also the type of person who doesn't have a high regard for other people on the road, or there's some kind of dysfunctionality with the self-driving features. Whichever one it is, it doesn't bode well for Elon and Tesla at all.
Not at all, but the defenses will still come. I believe he tweeted at one point, they're calling these things recalls because again, these investigations, it's not the first one it's gonna have, but he's like, they're calling these things recalls and they're just updates. I'm paraphrasing exactly for what he said, but he didn't like the term recalls. Many car companies have recalls. I had a recall on my new truck. I've had the damn thing for 2 years, a year and a half. It happens. Yeah, I'm frustrated by it too, but people will still buy the car, so calm down, just saying.